Good morning, it's Michelle, Sacred Spiritual Healer. So we're doing your overall energy for the collective on this journey. Alright, already cleansed and meditated, of course, on all the cards. I did pull out the two overall energies, excuse me, for the cards. So Divine Feminine got the Elephant. The Elephant is coming out of a very emotional state, perhaps yesterday, today. Headed towards the light, still carrying that flame for the one she loves, listening to her higher self. Her third eye, her chakras are all wide open. She has battled she's been through a long battle regarding this connection with this flame, her divine counterpart. You can see here his tusk is broken off, the ear is all tore up, but still being emotional, digging deep into those emotions, doing the healing to drive on, to be strong and persevere towards the light. And she's shining her light for her divine masculine. Okay. Now the book definition says, and I'll hold this up, unstoppable, auspicious, and very wise. The elephant is arguably the most auspicious figure in the deck, like Ganesh. The elephant represents immense wisdom as well as good fortune. It is said that the great elephant is the destroyer of obstacles, so if this card appears when you feel stuck, rest assured the path will soon become clear. To add to the mystery, the elephant is also known to create obstacles in order to steer us in the right direction. Trust this gentle, noble creature. It illuminates the way with the light of self-knowledge. When you're in balance, if you draw this card, one-pointed, focused, generous, and loving. If you're out of balance, you would be misunderstands fate. To bring it into balance, work on your trust issues. Okay, and for the divine masculines, you got the oyster. This is always they're surrounded by spirit guides, listening to spirit guides, but trying to keep secrets. They're covering, like putting up a hard shell on the outside and shining bright on the inside. So they are a tender on the inside. So they may be, like, say, soft-hearted, but put up this front of a tough guy. Or, yeah, it's the masculine energy. So say they're trying to look tough and be strong, but really their heart is breaking on the inside, trying to shine their light, listening to their spirit guides, trying to listen to their higher self, but hiding their gifts. They're hiding in their confidence, self-confidence, and strength, thank you, Spirit, is down. So that's why they're covering with this hard shell, not believing in themselves here too. All right, so oyster, I'll pick that back up for you. All right. Patient, the secret keeper, hiding their inner treasures, meaning their spiritual gifts. The focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. The only problem is oyster types often take their inner gifts for granted. They become shy and doubtful, and this can lead to withdrawing and protecting their deepest desires and their life's work. When the oyster card appears, it's important to reveal your inner treasures, those inner gifts, spiritual gifts. What is it you've been hesitating to share? The world is waiting to see them. When you're in balance, you feel blessed, generous, masterful. When you're out of balance, you're reluctant, griping, and you clam up. To bring it into balance, you need to share something. There you go. That's your overall energy. Spirit, give us true and precise messages for the collective today, please. One row for feminine, one for the masculine, please. Divine feminine, please. Let's see what we have here first. Should have more than enough, I think. On the bottom of the deck is Devil. But on the top is the Sun card. Alright, so Divine Feminine's top row, Divine Masculine's on the bottom row. So currently the Divine Feminine rather feels self-imposed trap, like a pause, like she's got to rethink this. She's got more swords here for, you know, hurts and pains on both sides, going, you know, back and forth with this journey. She's a lot of passion, fiery passion for this connection, this journey, but there's just something she doesn't know, something she's not seeing clearly, not having clarity about it. So she feels like she's put herself in this position of being tied, and possibly some stubborn energy as well. And again, we have the Nine of Wands, still again putting herself in this self-imposed imprisonment, overthinking things, overanalyzing things, being defensive regarding the situation. There are cockroaches around her trying to stir, or that she's trying to defend herself against. People that are against this connection, this journey. Alright, so the Nine of Swords. The Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords, there's something that just happened communication-wise. Certain message just came in that you heard. So perhaps it was by phone, or you may have a text message, but it hurt, it was cutting, and it divided the way you were thinking, which caused you then to go into defense mode and trying to defend yourself against this connection. Okay, and here again, Nine of Swords. So the Divine Feminines today, especially coming out of Mercury retrograde now a couple days, we're still dealing with some of those triggers that came up during the other, but also the masculines may have been going through some, and they triggered the Divine Feminine into this stance. Not that it has to be that, it could be something to do with another issue or work even. But needless to say, these swords, she doesn't see. She's just got a self-imposed. All she's got to do is take her hands off her eyes and see. Her spirit guide's standing there. She's listening to her higher self and in her spirit guides, but still feeling like there are, you know, many swords that have been, you know, like stabbed in the back type thing. Many injuries regarding this flame, this passion, and she keeps reigniting it. This is the push-pull. This, for every flame, there's a breakup and a come together, a breakup and a come together for every flame here. She is listening to her, telepathically hearing her counterpart, still believing in this connection in the journey. She's in control of it. Her chakras are wide open, very passionate. This, you know, she does see the bright sky, the sun coming up, so forth. But trying to balance things right now. Two of Pentacles. Juggling life, more or less, work, relationships, family, especially with the holidays coming, things always get more stressful, right? But loyalty is here, listening to the third eye and the higher self, but trying to balance an outcome for this, trying to decide to walk away. So she's Knight of Pentacles, being a little defensive about this. She is in her truth, and she's holding firm to her belief in this journey, but perhaps she's trying to take control of her part of the situation, this connection, but turning her back to the Divine Masculine in the sense of pulling back regarding this situation, perhaps in a sense of setting boundaries, but she's got her back to the Divine Masculine's offer. So she's on the squirrel. It's moving away carefully or slowly, so Perhaps she's just trying to pull away in a little bit at a time, not cutting it off completely, not giving closure. The Divine Masculine's in his emotions, been trying to get a handle on these emotions and these issues that come up, trying to get control as well. So you've got two people trying to control a situation. Well, only one's going to be able to control something. He wants to offer this love. He's passionate, but he can't speak it. He's not speaking the truth, not speaking his, like being open, sharing himself. Okay, the Divine Masculine here has, similar to here, he's focused on her and listening, but he feels completely tied and bound to these other two wands, these other two people or work. It's not growing. The things that he's tied to are not growing. They are stagnant. So he is listening to his higher self. He's also listening to her telepathically, speaking to her telepathically, admiring her from a distance. He is trying to find the strength in this, but there are a lot of snakes around. Here you see 1, 2, 3, 4 snakes in this card, and then a couple frogs. Alright? So the snakes show people that are, you know, the snake energy of, could be lies, could be deceit, but he's trying to have courage to do away with them, to ignore those, perhaps the devil energy. We have devil on the bottom. He's focusing on, he knows this flame connection, and he knows that he's following towards that light. He's paying attention to the synchronicities, you know, seeing things around them that would give him the strength and hope regarding this connection. He's currently feeling like he's 5 of Cups, like he's lost 3 cups here, lost a life, part of his life. There's a fish here dead on the pile of whatever, wine or blood, however you want to see it. But he's looking at the 2 cups that he has, his and one other person's, being very emotional about it, looking towards calmer waters, wanting calmer waters, but hanging his head low, like he has a lack of hope regarding this stable situation. He's trying to, 4 of Wands, trying to be stable between these 2 people, so obviously he's still got the 3rd party in his life. Because there are 2 birds here and 2 women. He's not sure which one perhaps is the divine feminine, but 4 of Wands is stability, and that's what he's hoping for, that's what he wants to move towards, but he's going to have to take a leap of faith. This is in the upright, so he's trying to have that leap of faith, but he's carrying his devil energy with him, with the snake on his rod here. He's looking up to the divine, the sun is out, he's, you know, taking the leap into the ethers and hoping that spirit catches him, which they will. And it's all regarding this 7 of Cups, options. Thinks he has more options than he does, because if this is a divine feminine and she's in high priest, she's no longer an option, right? She's turning her back to it and leaving, or at least pulling back until he realizes that it's not an option. They want calm waters together, but they've got to cross the water to get there, and he's moving as slow as a turtle. Justice is here. Justice is going to bring balance, just and balance, but this is also Libra, so one of these women could be a Libra. Usually this always makes me think of an apple, but right now I feel like this is like a little bomb, like a hand grenade getting ready to throw. So she's going to blow some crap up to make things just and right, things that were built faulty, perhaps lies, more devil energy perhaps, but she's going to balance things out with the divine's assistance regarding the love. She is in green. I think we'll probably end up getting a tower here when we pull more cards, but we'll see. We also have the sun card out, so the overall energy or the outcome is the sun. She's still nurturing her inner child. She's healing her inner child, spinning gold, working on her pentacles. She knows her ship's going to come in. Spirit has divinely guided her to know this. So she continues to heal the divine masculine's inner child so that things can bloom and blossom in the 5D as well as here in the 3D. I have to move some cards. Okay, thanks. So let's get some clarity. Spirit, true precise messages for clarity on these cards for the collective, please. True precise messages for the collective. Clarify this divine feminine's 8 of swords. Clarify this 8 of swords, please. Okay, so it's things that came out of the shadow. The 2 towers are here. They have not fallen yet. So they're coming out of the shadow. There's been a storm. Things have been said. Perhaps they even got the messages from their higher self, and divine spirit showed them through visions or through the high priestess sees all. She knows truth behind lies. But this situation has caused a lot of like rocky relationship. The storms have been battled, but here's she's trying to come out of this mess, and it's regarding this 3-party situation with the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles would be equal or balanced, but this is 3 other people. Regarding the King of Swords, not in his truth as well. His sword is down, looking like he's in his throne. He's got a hawk on his shoulder, which the hawk should represent truth, but the sword is down. So he's listening to his spirit guides, and they're telling him and giving him messages, but he's ignoring the messages from spirit. But he does know that she's the star. She's the one that he's following. She's transformed like a butterfly in her emotions. There's a lot of growth here and spiritual connection. And you have a bonsai tree growing up on the mountain here. And another bird. Clarify the 9 of Wands for the Divine Feminine. Clarify the 9 of Wands for the Divine Feminine. Why is she in the 9 of Wands? What's this about? Okay, so recent heartbreak, like we said, she got messages, remember? 3, and regarding the 3-party situation, the devil energy, okay, so the heartbreak was regarding some devil energy, bad habits, lies, not coming fully, not being open, basically, and if you're not opening or saying something, it's still a lie. If you are supposed to be, if you're trying to talk your way around a topic, right, and you're not just saying, hey, it's this, then you're still lying. So it comes across as devil energy by holding back, right? That's in a relationship. Wanting to come out of the cold, 5 of Pentacles, so this situation, the message that was received, put her in the situation of out in the cold. Not being chosen is one of the 3-party situations. Thanks for 5 of Cups, knowing that they have lost love. Nurturing themselves for calmer water. The Empress. She's all 4 queens in one. She's sitting on her throne with spirits around her, the spirits are speaking to her. She's getting divine messages from Source. There's also a tower in the back here that's still standing so far on her part. And there's a castle here with the Four of Wands. Again, what she wanted and what she thought she had was stable regarding this situation. Nine of Swords. Clarify Nine of Swords. Why is she putting herself in self-imposed? She knows the journey. She knows she has to go within and heal when she is triggered. So why the Nine of Swords? Because communication came in. Justice is here to bring justice, obviously. Anything else over justice? Anything else in that? Anything else for that card? Yes. Okay. So there's a death to the situation, to this relationship, this partnership, this situation. Because currently there was the three-party situation. Something had to be removed. The communication looks like it came across that she was not one of the three parties situation, not chosen. Putting her out in the cold. Justice came in, gave death to the situation, so that they'll, turn and move forward on her own healing, more of her own inner injuries, traumas. And then she is the magician. This also looks like she's teaching and showing something, so she's getting a mission, being sole purpose of helping and healing others, teaching. There's growth in this card with the trees behind it. The birds are like her spirit guides all around her. She has all the tools she needs to manifest what she wants. She knows she has to use her, perhaps even some of the magic or abilities to do inner healing and move forward, and she can manifest anything, pretty much her new beginning. She's High Priestess, as also the Empress comes up. High Priestess, she knows all, so if this communication that came in was not complete truth or hiding back, she already knows what it was about behind what the words were that weren't being said. She knows the truth behind the lies. She understands that without darkness and some devil energy or shadow, then we'd have no light. We would be perfect, right, if there was no devil energy. So to be more divinely, like, as some say, Christ-like, she's in her power. Her ship is here, or coming in. Usually I see her with a wand. She's got her scroll of things that, the information that Spirit gives her is all on the scroll on her lap. So that's why we say she knows all, because it's given divinely to her in her knowing. And she holds the power in her hand. Again, with the magician, she has the power in her hands. So this connection, when she goes in, does more healing on herself, she can still send healing energy to the divine masculine, but still working on herself and on her mission. Okay, Page of Wands, Spirit, regarding telecommunication with one another. Yes, she's filling her own cup with a beautiful rainbow. Her spirit guides are around her. Calmer water. She's at looks like the ocean. And she's filled her cup for herself so that she can nurture herself and move forward. And King of Wands, he is, she knows that he's sitting in his throne, but his sword is, or the wand is not going anywhere. It's not communication coming towards her, but it is a divine pair with the lioness and lion here. They're both in their power, but just resting at this time, and no communication today, evidently. Okay, juggling. And what are Two of Pentacles, the juggling? What are they juggling? Trying to heal from this Ten of Swords, being stabbed in the back yet again and again with 10 swords. It's been time after time after time that she's been triggered and stabbed in the back by this divine masculine. Betrayed, lies, deceit. And there's been battles, 5 of Wands, and she's fighting for this connection and in control, and it also represents teaching as well. So teaching to me for this fighting would be the triggers, right? We're both the teacher and the student when we're in the trigger and healing mode, because while we're the divine masculine triggers the divine feminine, that's being the teacher and teaching, giving us the lesson we need to heal the trigger, and then we end up triggering them and they go in and heal. And it's a back and forth until our vibration is completely healed of all our old traumas, all those old wounds. So it's a battle. And sometimes it's within ourselves. This could also be, though, in the 5D regarding the spirits of, souls of both the divine feminine versus the karmic or the other people, those three-party situations. Could be, their spirits could be fighting because it's energy, right? So they know that who's who. So the fighting continues. The fight continues. But she's moving forward to give herself the Ace of Wands. She's filling her cup. She's right here, right? And it's divine with this beautiful belt at the top, overflowing with love and emotion. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, where she's moving on away from the connection. She's moving on to heal herself, to be in mission. Oops. That's a lot of cards. Okay. She's moving on. She's got her sword of truth, whether he does or not. It's solid, stuck in the stone. She's standing her ground, setting boundaries. She is the high priestess. She's royalty. That's her crown. Whether it's in the moonlight or the sunlight, she's in her power. She has the power in her hands again here. Very gifted. Two of Swords. There was a decision to be made, and when it was made, now things need to be cut out. She's removed her blindfold and made the decision and cut out the BS of this situation regarding this twin, and so that he can then see and heal and come to her correctly. And who is it? It's the Emperor. He is in his emotions, but he's also got the moon there, so the shadow energy, he still has more to heal. The Three of Wands regarding who he chose to move forward with. And again, the Page of Wands, the High Priestess, taking her wand in this connection, but moving forward, healing, kind of like the Hermit as well, kind of going within, still healing self, reflecting. The King of Cups, he's healing himself, so nothing wrong with that, right? He's nurturing himself with his cup that he's filled for himself. His ship is coming in, and his divine feminine, they're still speaking to one another telepathically, and the spirit guide is nearby. There's a hawk up here. And this is regarding this Ten of Pentacles, so he's nurturing himself because he does know that he wants to offer the divine feminine. Perhaps he's confused which one the divine feminine is. Not sure how you could be confused on that. But Ten of Pentacles, they want to be abundant together and turn their back regarding this karmic over here, although she's still in the picture. The Wheel of Fortune is going to turn forward because the Divine Feminine is moving forward. She's healing herself and in her power, and she's going forward. So her Wheel of Fortune is turning in her favor. And there's also 3 women in that card. And 2 in this one. 6 of Cups. This may be, someone may have a child involved regarding this, so perhaps the masculine's not afraid to leave the situation because of a little girl or a child. Or this could be someone's inner child that's with them here. 6 of Cups. Filling the cups. They have 6 and they want them filled. They want to nurture this. But it's not filled with love and emotion. It's filled with flowers. Oh, I'm so stuffed up. I wasn't when I started the reading. Clarify the Knight of Cups, please, Spirit. Clarify the Knight of Cups. Clarify the Knight of Cups. One more time. If not, I'll change decks. Page of Pentacles. Coming forward, that cup of love wants to make a small token offer. Discuss them regarding this connection. It's going to have to come to her right. Or, yeah, make an offer, but she's thinking of the 4 of Cups situation, that he has these 3, but the Divine Cup's over here. 8 of Pentacles, she's going on and building her own pentacles, still keeping the flame lit, or the passion there, but turning her back to it while she works on her pentacles until he can come correctly. 2 of Wands, again, it's the masculine here, with his hand on a wand, pointing to this one. Like he chose this, but he wants that one too. Sorry, can't do it. Gotta be. There's boundaries that had to be set. Once they were set, the Divine Feminine is standing by them. Clarify the 2 of Wands for the Divine Masculine, please. Clarify the 2 of Wands for the Divine Masculine. Strength, again, and we have strength here. A lot of strength needed. Well, let's see. Okay, so you have the Bear up here. This is the Strength card. Strength is needed in this situation. This is Spirit saying he's going to have to invoke the bear within him, so this could be an earth sign. But invoke the bear within you, because this is a half bear, half man, or he's like in a bear suit. I'll show you in a second. He doesn't want to dance to the beat of his own drum anymore. He's destroying the drum. This other bear up here is looking down on him, so he's weak. He feels like he's not himself. Perhaps there's spell work being done on this masculine that feels like he's not himself. Sometimes, that happens. On the bottom is the Empress. So who does he need? The Strength. It's regarding the Empress. And the 7 of Swords is that he's fleeing the situation as well. All this drama and the swords, like taking, leaving behind things that don't serve him. But he couldn't decide. Plus the drama. I see a lot of drama in this. A lot of people. Oh, this is weird. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 5 cats down here. So this catty situation per se. Oh, there's another one. Clarify Strength card, Spirit. Clarify Strength card for the Divine Masculine and the Collective. Strength card for the Divine Masculine, Spirit. Yeah, because the 4 of Wands, stability. Well, he needs stability to be able to build and come forth with that 4 of Wands, and it's right below the 4 of Wands, right? Well, the 4 of Wands is also based on the fact that there's transformation going on here. The Divine Feminine has already transformed. She is the High Priestess. She's in her power. The masculine may be going through the transformation as well. People around him are not matching his vibration anymore, so turning his back to them, like leaving behind things that don't serve him. Person, places, things, jobs, etc. A lot of butterflies in this, red, if that means anything. Also some Indian feathers and bones. Clarify the Five of Cups, Spirit. Still good and trusted. Yeah, again, cards don't lie. Seven of Coins. He's working on his pentacle, so that's good. He's dancing, trying to be more spiritual, meditate. This is like a spiritual rain dance that I'm feeling regarding this. So maybe trying to do a rain dance to bring in the emotions, the love. But this situation was regarding, hang on, Four of Swords. So he's resting, but he feels like these demons are all around him and he can't stop thinking about it, the things that he's done to hurt his counterpart. And so now he's having sleepless nights. So there's a doctor here to mend that. This also usually is the, when there's four swords, usually one sword is upright, but I don't even see swords in here. Oh, because it's a bow, sorry. Ancestors are around him, spirits are around him, but the spirits are trying to like speak to him and give him messages, and he's taking it as if it's a nightmare type energy and it's bothering them. But perhaps they're trying to, the things that are haunting him are the energies reminding him of the wrong decisions he's making. Okay, again, turning his back, 10 of Wands, a completion, turning his back to the things that are attacking him. This lioness that's pouncing, or puma that's pouncing on him. It's a battle. He feels like he's being attacked, so he's turning his back to that energy. And again, the moon, shadows. What's the shadow energy about? These three naked women in this card that are entertaining him. So perhaps the two towers here being illuminated, or the women being illuminated by the towers, is the fact that he's been entertaining the three-party situation. Okay, so Four of Wands. Clarify Four of Wands, Spirit. We have Four Wands, Four Wands, Four Wands, which is protection, 444. Divinely protected, divinely guided. Let's pick up when I mentioned that. Didn't I say I was going to get a bigger desk? Temperance is here, and Two of Wands. These are perfect, beautiful. So Four of Wands, still entertaining. Someone else is still in the picture. Even though he's listening, they're speaking back and forth with the Divine Feminine telepathically, but it's the energy I'm getting this, even though he wants something stable, he's still got two on his mind that he's trying to be tied to. Okay, but he needs to look in the mirror. Look at the man in the mirror and see if that's the man that you want to be reflecting to the outer world. But also this is him not being happy with that man in the mirror, the one he's seeing. When he looks in the mirror, he's not satisfied with what he has. Okay. Temperance is here to balance things out, to heal things. She's transformed. This is who he's thinking about. This is all he can look at. He's probably going on social media or on his phone, seeing if you have pictures together, looking at them, and how he's realizing that he sees that she's so transformed and so beautiful, but he's staying afar because he's probably feeling that sword energy. But you can see he's hiding in the background over here because he's afraid to speak up. He's going to take that leap forward here regarding options. So let's clarify the Fool card, Spirit. Clarify the Fool card. Clarified with the Fool. He's definitely taken that leap of faith forward. But this leap of faith forward, here he's bringing this the devil energy with him. He's trying to move forward without getting rid of or releasing the devil energy. Maybe he thinks he can fool spirit. I don't know. But here he still feels like he's being held back. Something, probably one of these women over here, is holding him back from taking that leap. He feels tied down. See how the dog is holding him back. Seven of Cups, please. Choices. Seven of Cups. Okay, Seven of Cups. Thank you. 1, whoops, 2, 3. And that is the Truth, Ace of Swords. So he's going in, oh, he's seeing this situation with these choices. I'm going to hold this up. Okay, so he's got all these choices, even though the divine one is clearly marked with the bullseye, right? And he's, in order to move forward towards the divine, he's got to cross the waters to get to her, and the calm waters, not all turbulently. He's moving as slow as a turtle. He feels like making that decision is fighting like the David and Goliath energy. This is Seven of Wands. People standing up against him, thinks he's got a battle just to get through to that cup. And the Hangman, so he's going back in to see another perspective. How else can he handle this situation regarding the three-party situation? And Justice is here to fix that stuff, for lack of better words. Justice, clarify justice. What's she gonna do? A lightning bolt? I bet we get the Tower. I'm just saying. No, we got endings and startings and ooh. Okay. So this is regarding the Emperor. Okay, he's sitting there. He looks pretty mad that he's got to make this decision. The red, the lightning is coming down like blood from the sky. So this is definitely justice, right? She's shaking some stuff up. Even his throne looks like it's almost on fire here. So look at his face, though. Anyway, all right. Regarding his devil energy, the devil card. And someone's doing voodoo here. There's 2 voodoo dolls in this card, and I've never noticed that before. He's got those same spirits haunting him. His things are in his mind constantly, like the monkey mind is what I always call that. And it's probably due to the karmic doing voodoo. You know, that's kind of like, I mean, it's black magic in a sense, but in a different sense. So she's got a voodoo doll, and she probably has them. It looks like she's got him tied, like his hands are tied up, like he can't move, which would make sense with the reading. If she's doing a voodoo, or someone's doing voodoo on him, then if he's feeling tied, like he can't move, can't make a decision, can't, you know, move forward, then it's because that voodoo doll is tied, so that's the energy he seeks. And they're probably, this one here has something on the head, which is causing all these, like, almost feeling like they're illusions. Huh. So, I'm going to have to ask your spirit guides and meditate, especially on this new, we have a moon cycle coming up. I think it's the full moon. Yeah. Right? Maybe? No. New moon, my bad. Sorry. I don't know where my head is at. So on the new moon, though, I would do a spell to reverse or remove any voodoo or black magic on you. If it were me, I mean, which I probably will just in case. It might explain a lot. 10 of coins. So an ending again to careers, or 10 of coins could be ending of earthly possessions, material possessions. But in this sense, she's 10 of coins, she's celebrating. So while she is gaining, you know, transforming and has butterflies and 10 coins, right? But the masculines all down here are all gray, their heads are down, like as if they've lost 10 coins. So to me, I'm seeing this as he's not, maybe he's trying to build and work on those coins, but he's losing more than he's gaining, and it's an ending. But it's because of the voodoo, because of the devil energy that he's got surrounding him. The 8 of coins, spirit dance like a journey, doing your meditations, go outside, dance to the, you know, a drum, play some music, ask spirit for help. And a new start regarding your coins, dancing to the beat of your own drum for growth. You have more, this is a new beginning, so you're going to have more growth regarding your coins. Plenty, abundance I'm seeing. And it's because you finally took this leap of faith for a new start, and you're dancing to the beat of your own drum because you're getting rid of, when you do this journey in the ceremony to get rid of the voodoo spell, then you're going to have a new start. Okay, clarify the Sun card for the mass, overall energy. Clarify Sun card. Got Ace of Cups, 3 of Swords, more heartache. Ace of Cups, 3 of Swords, Hermit. Okay, so the Sun will come up, but she's healing herself, she's healing his. So the Sun is coming up mostly more on her side, I think, than his right now, because this is coming up that there's an Ace of Cups, which is a new beginning in love. That's after they heal from the 3 of Swords in the heart, right? That heartbreak from the 3-party situation. But Spirit came in and gave justice regarding it, remember? And the Tower card, which we knew we were going to get that with the way the reading was going. But the Tower card's here to clear that mess up. And then he'll go into hermit mode and contemplate all this mess with the spirits and the 3-party situations, the devil energies, you know, things that they are holding on to, the snake in the grass like energy. There's a snake here. Okay, anything else for both? Anything else for both? Overall. Oops, I tried to flip. Of course. Anything else? This is regarding still, it's an ongoing 3 cups, 3-party situation. That's the truth. The Star card, she is the star. She's leaving on, they're going on a journey. I get this, that he knows that she's the star and she's all he can think about, but he has a path that he's on and he needs to continue on his path, but he is thinking of her. So his path is probably the path to healing this mess, and it may take time. Also, whatever other devil energies and those spirits are. Voodoo, if you get a black tourmaline necklace or ring or bracelet, that's this one as well, and I have some on here. It will protect you from black magic curses and I suppose voodoo, but voodoo is very strong, so you're definitely going to want to get black tourmaline and do some clearing of your space with some sage and Palo Santo. Usually if you imagine yourself surrounded by a mirror, but that the mirror faces away from you, and then just ask Spirit to deflect any negative energy, any curses, any evil eye, any black magic, and any voodoo, that it would be sent back to the sender or the person that purchased or conducted the magic. And like 9 times 9 times 9, and then so mote it be, and so it is done. Alright? So, if you can do that every day for a few days, then that'll help you rebuke that. It'll send whatever energy they're doing to that voodoo doll will be sent back to them, the sender. And that shit works. Okay, Capricorn. Wow. Cool. It's like a goat. In this text, and it says, it's a 22, and it says, I use magic. Thank you, sir. So, there's a Capricorn. Maybe the person that's doing the voodoo is a Capricorn. Let's clarify the voodoo cards. Spirit, what advice do you have for those that are having the voodoo done against them? Or their divine masculine? Void of course moon. 52, which is a 7. Sacrifice, Neptune number 10, breaks to a 1. And Virgo, I analyze. He's like an earth angel. Let me see. I don't know if these... I should make a deck of cards of spells to help people with stuff like that. Regarding the voodoo, any advice for those that are having voodoo done on them, Spirit? Any advice? Remember, to come against the divine masculine or to do spell work against the divine feminine is like coming against the divine source themselves. So when you do the mirror effect for it to bounce back on the sender, that person that originally ordered or did that voodoo is going to receive that. The ever unfolding rose, cracked open, it's happening for you, and it's not happening to you. Yes, remember, things that happen to us, those triggers, breakups, short breakups, long breakups, heartache, these are triggers and lessons for us that happen for us to grow so that we can be that blossoming rose. And it's not happening to you like, you know, poor me. There's no time for the poor me mentality. The age of light. You've been training for this for a lifetime. Exactly. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. That's beautiful. So that's what I have for you. You can email me if you want a personal reading at sacredspiritualhealer@gmail.com. You can also find me on Facebook. Alright? Namaste.